Hello everyone, my name is Rakesh Soni. Today we will discuss the third poem of class 10th from First Flight, that is A Tiger in the Zoo. And this poem is written by Leslie Norris. In this poem, the poet tries to depict the mental condition of a caged tiger. He compares the life of a tiger in the zoo with its life in its natural habitat. The poet conveys an important message that the wild animal should be in their natural habitat. Poet very impressively shows us how love for freedom is the natural instinct of every living being. So here we will start the poem. He stalked in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage on the pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. Yes, stalk means to move steadily, quietly in a threatening way. Vivid means bright and stripe means long narrow band. Pad means the soft part under the foot of the tiger, and rage means anger. So the poet sees a tiger locked in a concrete cell in the zoo. It is a very small cage. The tiger can hardly take a few steps along the length of the cage. He looks majestic as he slowly moves up and down in his cage. The sharp and the clear stripes on his body are of strong bright color. His pads are velvet soft. In spite of all his strength, he now lies imprisoned behind the bars. The caged tiger is angry. He is full of rage, but is quiet because he knows that he is helpless here. Second stanza. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. Lurking means hiding, sliding means moving, hole means pool, and plump means jumping. So the poet says, looking at imprisoned tiger. Here the poet is looking at the imprisoned tiger. The poet is filled with pity. He says that the poor tiger should have been in his natural habitat, that is jungle, hunting and resting. Then at his hour of the night, he would have been lying in the shadows of trees and sliding quietly through the long grass. He would then, near the water hole, wait for some fat and healthy deer to pass that way. Thus, he would be lying there in expectation of a heavy feast. Third stanza. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Snarling means to make an angry and warning sound. Baring means showing. Fangs means two long sharp teeth at the front of the mouth of some animals. Terrorizing means threatening. So in this line the poet imagined what the tiger would be doing in case he failed to find any prey in his natural habitat. He says that the tiger would be angrily moving around the houses in a nearby village. He would be growling at the edge of the jungle near some village. He would be showing his white fangs and terrible claws while moving here and there. He would thus become a cause of terror for the village. The poet here gives a hint that if we continue to destroy the forest cover and the natural habitat of tigers, they will be forced to turn to our towns and villages to find their food. Next stanza. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitor. Concrete cell means a very small and unpleasant cage. Stalking means moving slowly and quietly in a threatening way. The poet sees the tiger locked in a concrete cell in the zoo. In spite of all his strength, he now lies imprisoned behind the bars. Very slowly and silently, the tiger moves up and down along the length of the cage. He moves in an angry and threatening manner. He takes no note of the visitor who had come to the zoo to have a look at him. He completely ignores them as none of them thinks of releasing him from his prison. Moreover, due to their presence, he hardly gets any rest during the day. Last stanza. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Patrolling means to go around an area at regular time to check that it is safe, and brilliant means very bright. Due to the visitors, the tiger gets no rest during the day. Even at night, he remains disturbed due to the noise that comes from the patrolling cars. The tiger has thus lost all hope and feels very helpless. He thus stares at the brilliant stars shining brightly in the sky. It seems that he is looking for some sort of comfort and hope in these stars. His brilliant eyes shows that he still hope for the day when he would be able to run free in the forest. So, this was the poem and the explanation with its word meaning. Hope you understood it properly. Thank you.